Welcome everyone to today's Subnautica live stream. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for coming in early. Totster, Bahar, Ruth, Mauricio, Colbin. Thank you all for joining in, of course. With me, as usual, is Tiny Tim. Timmy? Yeah? You're still waiting for this treat, aren't you? Yes, you are. There you go. So we're back today. Gonna do some decorating. I have gathered a ton of, well, not a ton, but a lot of magnetite. I managed to actually find some freshly spawned chunks for mining, like 3 total in the entire jelly shroom cave, and then a lot of single pieces. So I've got a lot of the magnetite that I know I was needing before. That's kind of one of the holdups, and then I've got some more titanium. I'm sure I'm going to run out, but we've got new areas we need to decorate. I also still need to do something with the rocket. I did not do the rocket yet, so we're going to try that today. Hopefully I have everything. And I've got to figure out how I want these labs to look, because that is the question. I feel like I've done so many labs in the last base that looked too similar. I really want to try some stuff different this time around. And of course I still have some decorating we're gonna have to do in the interior. I want to do this side first. I think this is gonna be the fun stuff, because we're gonna do like a classroom, maybe like a home theater, you know, like entertainment room. We really need like a common room, and then we need like the adult playroom and the kids school and playroom. I think that would be kind of the good one. Welcome Gear Guy, and it's Katana, Matthew, Nitzo, thank you for all joining in. Let's make this the kid school room. And you know what? Easiest way, I think, is TV going in that direction. Some kind of big screen. You know, we're going to use the adjustable one. Oh, and I hate doing it this way because... Oh, and I'm out of copper. Of course I am. Everything else I've got, and now I'm out of copper. Well, we'll come back to that. I'll readjust it later. Let's do... I kind of want the stationary chairs, but I don't want them to have arms. I want it to be like, yo, we'll do Men in Black, where they don't have any place to write. Because who's using, you know, pen and paper at this point? Let's see. We're going to get kind of up close. We got to have room for a teacher to stand. You know, we'll just do it from the edge. We'll go... That way they can swivel to look. Do like that. I have not made a med bay yet. That is still something we'll do maybe over in the lab areas. Instead of doing so many labs, might do like... Well, you know, we've got a lab. We're going to have a med bay right next to it. You know, it makes sense. You're going to have some of the same kind of equipment for checking their blood work and so forth. So, we'll do like that. We'll do a... med bay in the labs area sort of thing. That way it's away from any of the food and the play areas of the base. And we'll just... I don't want it to be like perfectly set, like they're fits to the floor. I want to have like some variability in the placement so it feels a little bit more relaxed. We'll have, oh yeah, this one, he's just kind of there, you know. We'll have one more on this side. That's enough. We'll do it like this. We'll get this one fairly centered. And so let's see how that looks. Yeah, so one row, you basically have a walking space. Come up here. Here's the screen for the teacher to show stuff, and then we'll have the teacher that stands here and go like, you know, here's today's presentation, fancy super blackboard type thing. Yes, Gear Guy, I'm sorry about that. I looked earlier to check something and saw that YouTube, thanks to, you know, they're trying to use a new stream command thing for controlling the stream setups. It reset the time from what I set it to. And that's been happening with a bunch of their stuff recently. I've had to stop using the new beta video uploader because every time I've used it, it has dropped information, whether it reset my thumbnail or completely wiped my description or whatever. Every time the new beta stuff has messed something up. And I just happened to check and see that it said, oh, that was set for, you know, it's already happened, supposedly. I was like, whoa, no, that's wrong. I had to go in and set it again. And click save, go back, do something else to it, and then come back and make it save again, just to make sure. So yeah, it's YouTube, of course. You know, just like how they don't notify everybody like they're supposed to. You know, they change the times from what it's set to be. They're just having problems as usual. What am I making? I am making a classroom, Nebula. This is gonna be the classroom for the kids. You know, we gotta have, you know, there's gonna be families here. The kids are gonna need something. I don't think we need that many. We'll do like that. And then we'll need some kind of entertainment stuff for like the younger kids. Ooh, well, I don't have a decorative thing for it, but I might find something that will work. We'll have like project tables, yeah. So when they are working on stuff, they can have like a couple of project tables that they can gather. Oh, actually, you know what? On this side, yeah, we're gonna do counter on this side. You know, they come up, they can work on stuff. We'll need some storage in here. We'll do like some lockers. We'll do the decorative lockers like that. We'll do by the door. That'd be kind of useful. I think it's actually going to stick through the wall. Yeah, it did. That doesn't track the back of the locker the way it's supposed to. It actually lets you embed it of it. Welcome back, Colvin. Hey, Bahar. Hey, Cards and Games. Thanks for joining in. Alright, so we got our classroom. Kids are walking in. Like, alright, time to get to work. Time to do some learning. You know, we need, actually, we're not going to do a Markiplier doll. I want it to be something that looks like it's scientific. Here we are studying the juicy eyeball of a Leviathan. That's what we'll go with. Instead of it being a toy, actually, ooh, I think I still have an extra model of the big ship, so we could do something with that on a shelf. Yeah, we'll do like this. We'll have a shelf on each side, you know, and put like some decorative stuff there. What? I love how the lag makes it decide to, you know, select something else because of the when I click, and then the time it recognizes the click thanks to lag, it chooses another item. You got spooked real bad. Spooked real bad. That sounds just nasty. Oh yeah, my power's going way up. That means this is done. There we go. We'll have to rearrange a bit. We're gonna definitely have like a super massive production thing going for that still. I need, well, wait about copper. I need instead right now, I need my little Aurora model. Yes, there it is. Can't believe I'm out of copper again. I found some on the way out, but I didn't find like huge resource chunks to mine, so there it is. Oh, and we'll do a keep calm poster, because you know what? That sounds like Nos. You know, kids, keep calm. It's just school. Bonjour, the doctor. So, let's, yeah, let's run and get that classroom going. Then I'll save the copper for whatever point I need to make another trip out. I'm sure for titanium at some point. Alright, yeah, we'll do jump up here, make it easier to place. See, I've got extra room. I can put some more miniatures. And then, you know what? Right here. Yeah, this is perfectly fine. Right there, by the little project table. Bam! Keep calm, children. Too bad we don't have, like, little fake NPCs we can add. Is there a mod for NPCs? That we can add, like, little children to the game? We need that. We need a mod that gives some extra characters. So you can say, like, hey, I'm going to throw in another scientist, something like that, you know? Yeah, that'd be a good mod. If there's not one already, we need something like that. And I'm just going to get good old marble melon. I think yeah. Clicked the wrong spot. There we go. Oh well. 100 all the way. There we go. So, oh yeah, I still need to put like some food stuff here too. Let's see. Nutrient block. That was one. I know I didn't have all the stuff for that. I think I might still have some nutrient blocks. Yeah, that's the one that has like everything. You know, most of the stuff I have here, but then there's those few pieces I don't. Got jumped from R2 or RDR2. Railroad on 2. I don't know. Was RDR2? I'm not familiar with that abbreviation. Minecraft, I did a poll, Cars and Games, and everybody voted, well, the majority voted for No Man's Sky, and honestly, I'm glad they did, because I'm actually really starting to like No Man's Sky. Minecraft, I've just played it so much, I cannot bring myself to want to jump into it again. Alright, we'll do one of these. Because, you know, we're going to have technical training, like, alright, this is how the prawn suit works. You know, it's a trade school, too. They're learning how to do the job while they're here, watching other people do the job. So that will be the classroom. This will be the adult party room. We'll have, ooh, yeah, we're going to do a counter bar. We'll do a bar, and we're going to make it like there's a bartender. Somebody's like, all right, let's go. We don't want the kids to see it. So, yeah, we're going to do this. Have a little bar. People can walk behind, get their drinks, do that. Oh, Red Dead Redemption? Oh, yeah, no. I'm not interested in playing Red Dead Redemption. That just doesn't appeal to me. All right, I'm going to need decorative bottles and such. So, yeah, we're going to have a bar counter right there. Ooh, actually, what's a better option than just a straight bar? We're going to do a corner setup. We'll do it like this. And get to nudge. That's... Oh, the lag and then the sensitivity of the taps just does not work well when you want to nudge something over and have it leveled. Like, it would have been so good if they had made things snap to a grid. Alright, let's see how that works. There we go. Oh, yeah. Close enough. We'll have that, and then, you know, of course, they're going to need a trash can to throw stuff away when they leave. We'll do that. Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I mean, I've played that one when they did the streaming beta a little bit, and I just immediately was like, yeah, it's boring. That's not my style. I'm much more engaged by games like this. I'll get only so far into a game like that, and then it's just like, I'm not even going to worry about finishing the story because I find the whole thing to be too boring now. Alright, so we got the bar. I don't want to put that there, but then I think it's going to cause interference. Ooh, I know what I want. I know how we're going to make this work. Or at least I've got an idea how I'm going to make this work. Yeah, that was decorative fabricator over here. I want... drink mixer. Yeah, we're going to go with the drink mixer. Yeah, look at that. It's like it pours the mixed drink. So we'll get a couple of those. We're gonna have to, of course, have the alcohol bottles. Actually, yeah, just a cup. Ooh, we might do one of those because a bartender needs a shaker. But you know, shake the drink up. Besides using a little automatic mixer, that's for the whiskey drinkers. And then, these are the Long Island iced tea drinkers. Yeah, there we go. That's what it is. We're going to have that variety. And, yeah, some bar balls. I definitely want that because it's got that Jack Daniels type shape to it. And we'll do this. I've got plenty of glass. I did get more quartz while I was out. It actually just looks like a regular beer bottle. Green Hell. Yeah, that, you know, that at least has building elements. It's a lot of exploration to that, so I like that kind of game. I played Dying Light, and I really got to a point where I found it more fun just to wander around shooting zombies than to actually play storyline stuff. Alright, so we gotta do a drink right there, you know. Yeah, we're gonna do drink cups at different spots. We gotta have, yeah, that. Oh yeah, you grab a drink at the corner. We're gonna be, you know, we gotta pour our drinks. Do that one, and wait, we'll do that one there. Yeah, because that just looks kind of like a just a regular beer, and then there's some kind of alcoholic drink. Actually, let's move those up. We'll put the right there and right there, because this is going to take up that space. Our drink station! Ooh, maybe I do need a shelf. Like a shelf here. Planet coaster? Oh, definitely, no, not something like that. Definitely not my style there. I wonder if we can do this. Nope. That would have been funny. I'll hit my back into this repeatedly. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Because, you know, when you walk in, you don't want to be, like, have room to move around, you know. You got to make efficient use of the space. Here we go. So, drink mixers. We got our drinks going there. Great. Nice little bar. And, oh, yeah. Big screen TV in here, too. I'm going to have to get copper for this, of course. So we'll come back and do that later. Planet coaster? No, sorry, that's just not my style of game. Rust? No, I have not tried Rust just because I've watched videos of people doing it, and it's just did not give me any interest to play it. Just watching other people play it alone made me say, like, yeah, I don't think I care for this game. We're gonna do, you know, we need vending, of course. Oh, we can do that over here. Like that.
You look like you could use some coffee.
And we'll do the vending machine carefully, if I can just get nudged enough. Okay. Stupid trash can in the way. There we go. I'll make sure I can still walk around on this. Yay. Alright, time to take the drink orders. And we're going to need more drinks in here. That's got to look like a fully stocked bar. You know, Altera did not skimp on the alcohol to make the adults happy while they work. We'll go with that excuse that they're like, keep them drunk so they stay happy. Space Management, the game. Which one is that? There's quite a few games that are like that. I think that actually says IPA on it. And, oh, let's see, there's something. The shaker. Yeah, we need a shaker. You know, shakers usually have, it's not exactly matched. Of course, that looked like it's a little too big. So I might be going to one of the labs instead. Let's go with this one. Yeah, that might be a little bit more appropriate for human hands. Oh, not going to the kids' room, no. Wrong way with the alcohol. Alright, let's see. We've got that. And then another beer bottle kind of drink. So there, okay. Oh yeah, that's definitely too big. That one, that's the shaker. So here's the shaker. We need an ice bin too, right? Oh yeah. It's a space management game because we're keeping the workers happy by keeping them drunk. Let's go back here. Actually, I'll just throw this in. Ooh, actually, that kind of has a good look to it for in here. I do need some kind of fluid analysis stuff. Let's go with that. Yeah, big sample thing. All right, we need an ice bin because you know you don't want to drink your whiskey just straight. Sometimes you actually want to have like a nice ice bin. That was a little fatter. Oh yeah, perfect. There we go. We're going to have a nice little bar for our adults. Alright, thanks for hanging out, Cars and Games. See you later. Call of Duty? I'm just not a first-person competitive gamer. I'm not into that sort of game. I've played, you know, Call of Duty years ago and, like, you know, the very old versions. And it just was never something I actually enjoyed that much. I'm going to do first-person shooter. It's gotta be some kind of survival type thing where you're fighting against hordes of enemies, something like that. Not let's go and fight other people and compete, see who's better. I just don't like that. Like, you know, first person shooter Warframe is the like pinnacle for me still in terms of what I've found enjoyable, because you're going against enemies, but you can go against enemies as a group. As opposed to like Call of Duty where you're going against other people typically. That's the way it's done, you know? Oh, and I'm getting some water. We gotta have those people that are like, I'm just drinking water because I've got to take care of this drunk. Yeah, we'll do another table in there too. We gotta have something like that. Wish we had some actual, like, stools to sit on, not just the chairs. Like, that model shrunk down a little bit. Yeah, we'll do this. No. Click. Wait. I guess we'll do one right here like this. And then we're gonna... nope. The lag is really starting to become problematic when it selects the wrong thing. Or I click it and it doesn't select something by the time I hit the next button. And we'll just do the water there. And then... place to put your stuff. That, you know... apartment key, something like that, I don't know. Osiris New Dawn, no, I did give that a quick try, but there's a lot of stuff just not well done in that game. I mean, that's definitely one of the more harshly reviewed games I've seen too in that kind of genre, space exploration building. I just, you know, it just did not work well. Definitely would say, even as bad as it used to be, No Man's Sky was better, even with the next update, when they released that, than what I saw with Osiris. Alright. What else can I put for a bar theme? I don't want to do too many chairs. I want to make them stand. Too bad we don't have the jukebox in the game right now. We'll put a jukebox in the corner. That would be helpful. You know what? We'll just do the radio in the corner. Yeah, radio, because the bartender DJs. Bartender decides what everybody's listening to. Which makes this kind of the common area. You know, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one to kind of decorate. Definitely do like a little Oh, we'll do aquarium here. I want to make it nice. Right there. Kids come in. Ooh, look at the fish. Let's see, where we going? No, we're going to do... Oh. Black Ops? No, not really that style either. Sims 4? I've never been a Sims person. I know a lot of people love The Sims. I never got into that game. What can we do here? I think we're going to have to turn to the decorations fabricator again. I need some better stuff for in there. I don't want to just use the same generic stuff I've been using. We could put some shelves in there. Maybe a poster. Or we would like to see a new update to the decorations mod after stuff gets ported back from below zero into this. Oh, we need a PDA because Altera tracks everything and makes you pay for it. So we need a PDA for taking those, you know, just put it on my tab type things for the bar. Yeah. Too bad we don't have, like, a way to just mount the PDA onto, like, the wall or something. Actually, you know what? Maybe that would actually work kind of okay. Have it like it sits off the edge a little bit. So you come in, you put your ID badge up to the underside, and it detects who you are and says, okay, deducted 15,000 credits for this shot of whiskey. Alright, so I need copper, and I need something else put over here. I think I'm just going to end up putting another table over here. Yeah, we're going to do more tables along this side. People can stand by the table, have a drink, you know, kind of thing. Maybe we'll get a new decorations mod update with new stuff. Like I said, hopefully after Below Zero comes out and they start porting stuff back to this game. Alright, so yeah. Oh, and we need to have this locked. Can't have the kids sneaking in there to snag a drink. And that's not going to work because I don't... Why will it not place there? Come on. That doesn't really make sense. It's got the same mounting spot that it does in others. Yes, Peeperians. Peeperians. Oh, Timmy. Here you go. That's worth at least 2,000 Peeperians. You want to nibble? You say hi? Alright, here's another 1,000 for being a good boy. Yes, you are. He's going to eat all of my credits in the game. Okay, so I need copper, and I bet I'm going to need some other stuff as well. I never did get around to actually being able to do anything with the alignment on this yet. Because I did run out of titanium, had to go get more. And of course, we ran into that problem last time. I guarantee it's going to do it again. Oh, yeah. That super lag. Only from the foundations. Like, it's, don't move. I think I might have wiggled and it's going to end up trying to put it in the wrong spot. Deduct the pay time from rec time? Yeah, we can do that. Let's see. Please, just start creating and fix the lag. It's always fine as soon as it starts building. It's only when it's showing green. See, perfectly fine again. It's just, for some reason, that foundation stuff, after you get so many, it wants to lock up when it's green. That's all. He's going to eat all the credits? Yes. Timmy, talking about you. Oh. Yeah. Even more lag, I think, than normal on the final placement too, a little bit. But main thing is just the fact that it's so hard to place that stuff down because of the extreme lag when it turns green. I did not snag the ladder in time. Let's see if I can get this side built up. Oh, I forgot about that specimen analyzer thing too. I wonder if this is going to just flip out because of the interaction with the platform here. Huh. Yes, DD, it's game lag. The game cannot handle certain aspects of the way it's, it's just not programmed the way it's supposed to be. There's some bug with the foundations that has never been fixed in the game. I think this is why I forgot to do this part off screen, because I just really don't want to spend an hour trying to place down 10 platforms. See, perfectly fine when it's red. It's when it goes green that you have to wait for, 1 frame every 30 seconds. Modding Skyrim is so frustrating. I bet. I do not like coding. Just make that one mistake, it breaks everything. Oh, I think I stopped at the right spot for that. And it shows green. It is intersecting a little bit, but as long as I didn't wiggle too much further, that should work. You want a pretty game, but you still want brain cells? I understand, that's why I got away from trying to become a programmer. I did not like making one mistake and it shows 10,000 errors, just because it rolls down from there. I did not like that. So I know that, for a programmer going back to find whatever's causing that error has got to be a nightmare, but still, they're making good money off of this game. I would expect them to be like, we need to fix that. I don't care if I'm one of the 2% that will be the ones to experience that issue, because nobody else builds like this in the game. It's still a problem with the game. It's still a coding issue in the game. It should be fixed. It's not like a tiny little thing that just has a small, oh yeah, this glitch and showed weirdly. No, it locks the entire game up. Yeah, that's just gonna wait. Let's see, we're gonna do... I still don't want to build the rocket until I know it's not going to cause problems shifting things around. Let's move. And grab some copper. Ooh, actually, let me see if I've got any copper showing. No, I've got 3 things showing in the entire area, because that's what I have seen. Oh yeah, I did add a new scanner room. Now, towards Deep Grand Reef, Sea Treader's Path, to help with gathering stuff there.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Talk about Skyrim being an old game, or talk about the Subnautica being an old game? When I think old game, I think at least, 8 years, 10 years for a game. Because, I mean, look at how old Minecraft is. Minecraft's technically an old game. It's still being updated. It's still getting new content. I would say it's got to be based on, if it's an old game, it's either got to be so many years old, or so many years since it last received any additional content added to it. Alright, let's see if it gave me anything else. I need copper. No. Nothing. Oh. Not gonna pass up the opportunity. I do need titanium still, so. Alright. Still in range. No copper showing anywhere. Alright. Let's see. We have... in one of these directions, there should be normal outcroppings that will break. Oh, hey, yo. Some engine piece. One of the vents. Maybe I'll have something pop up. No. I'm not going to find any right here. Except for the outcroppings. Who is this? Oh yeah, base of the mountain. So, worst case, I know there will be some outcroppings. Small ones. Nearby. Modding Minecraft? Okay. It sounds like it'd be a little bit more enjoyable and probably not as frustrating unless you just do not like doing Java stuff. Which I would say I would not want to do Java. Java is such a bad resource hog. Hey, diamond. I do need diamond. Oh, there he is. Coming out from the wall, of course. Somebody needs to make a mod that prevents the Reapers and Sea Dragon from swimming through walls. So they can't sneak attack you that way. Fits what the developers never did. Because that is definitely a flaw. That it may help with not worry about collision detection for them, but it's still a flaw. Snacks, beef jerky, Coke. I don't have any of that. I just have a drink and Timmy snacks. All streamers drink beer on live? No, they don't. I don't think I've ever seen a streamer actually drinking beer live. Like, I mean, I've seen streamers drink Red Bull live. But I've never watched a streamer that was sitting there like, hey, I'm drinking beer. And actually showed the bottle and everything. I guess. Yeah. A little too far out. Ha ha ha. Oh! It's so funny, they still grab me, even though, you know, they got injured. And it's supposed to make them go away. Alright, which way was I facing now? I'm just gonna have to go... Let me think, wasn't there copper deposit showing up down in the lava zone last time? I mean, it's finally getting a ton of magnetite was great, but now, you know, it's like, okay, where's all the copper that I'm needing? I just don't break sandstone, limestone outcroppings that often anymore. So I'm not, like, rolling in copper. I haven't been recently, but I know I've been out to the dunes and cleared every copper node I could. Maybe it has respawned some of them by now. That might be a good place to go. I'll just take the sea moth on its own. I don't think I'm gonna need that huge amount of copper. If I just get like 2 or 3 big chunks, I'll be fine, I believe. Yeah, we might do that real quick. Saw a guy driving with his beer out the window, like holding the beer just in his hand with his arm, like elbows stuck out the window. Yeah, that's, I'm not going to say that's crazy. I'm going to say that's more just asking, you know, to get pulled over and arrested. I feel like that's just taunting police to get you for driving under the influence, driving while intoxicated. Let's see. Didn't get anything in there, Dad. My inventory, no. Okay. Transfer. Heal. Heal. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, that's done. Let's go to the dunes. Ooh. Real quick, before I do that.
All systems online.
Let me top off my water level at least. I actually had it earlier. I was doing so well finding magnetite on one run that I forgot to refill my water. And I made it back to the Cyclops and it said 1 on my water level. I actually just grabbed a marble melon and ate it just in time before I like started to have a problem with them saying, "Oh, you are dying of thirst." Alright, come on. Where am I? Yeah, I'm going the right direction. There we go. I knew I was going to see him somewhere. My favorite song. Let me think. That's kind of a hard one. I really don't have like a all-time favorite song. All-time favorite band, Alice in Chains. Old Alice in Chains with Lane Staley. And I have a few favorite songs from that, you know, just all of them are really great. I just don't have like an all-time single favorite song. I find it hard to pick something like that. Yeah, I don't like that the fish can damage your sea moth. I mean, I understand, you know, if a bird flies into your windshield and you're going 10 miles an hour, that's one thing. If you're going 70 miles an hour, it does a bit more damage. I can understand that, but come on, we're spacefaring at this point. You mean to tell me we don't have stronger glass that can handle that? I mean, especially when I've got glass on the sea moth that can handle going down as deep as I do, you know, and not buckle under the pressure. I mean, I would assume that there'd be some kind of structural strength to the glass that can withstand a fish hitting it. And metal, absolutely, if it can withstand the ocean's pressure, it should withstand a fish bumping into me going a few meters a second, you know? There's really no reason why small fish should damage the sea moth from impact. Check my map. Oh yeah, I got a little to the edge there. Oh, welcome, precious content. Glad you made it. Let's see. Oh. Where is it? Where is it? There's a cache or one of those spots down here. Is it the warp gate here? There we go. One of the caches, which of course I really don't need to worry about. I've got too many ion cubes right now. Yeah. What am I drinking? I'm just drinking Coke. Or, you know, off-brand. Diet, caffeine-free. Coke, but not Coca-Cola. Brand Coke. Just because it's what I had ready to go. I've got a big jug of water to finish after this. Hey, yeah, let's grab quartz, because I did use a bunch of glass up. Yeah, I saw that, I believe, Omaha, about the transparent aluminum. You know, they keep also coming up with, like, scientists making blacker, or the blackest black. They made one that reflected only, like, I think 2% of light on it. You know, like, even though it's black, actually, the reason you see it is because it reflects light. But this was, like, the closest thing they could make to the effect of, like, a black hole where it doesn't reflect at all. Like, you... it was, like, just a void. And I was like, that's kind of cool. You know? That's called super stealth at night right there. A gasopod went drifting. Like, Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift type drifting. Because that, I don't think I've seen a gasopod do quite like that before. Alright, oh look, more titanium. I want to, yeah, grab that, because I still have room. Fast and Furious gasopod drift. That sounds like just a funny little parody thing right there. Oh, come on, come on. Do that. I am reminding myself later of the gasopod drifting. That just sounds funny. I want to see if I can find that happening. Go bother some gasopods. Be like, come on, dude. I'm going to chase you. Alright, I am... Yes, here we go. The big crater. Well, let's see if I can find any more copper. I've had good luck out here in the past, so let's just see. Also through here, I think I did go through this mushroom forest looking for copper and wipe out everything I found. Might have been the case I should have brought the Cyclops just so I could build a scanner room here. Now, I know Prime Sonic has talked about how hard the scanner room code is to deal with in the game. But it would be so nice to have like a portable scanner room type mod. So that you could take the sea moth and have it with, instead of the sonar, a scanner room that will sit there and scan around and actually show the resources. Or just make the sonar detect, you know, certain resource deposits in a certain way, like have them highlight them because it detects a different response because of the material. But that would be way more coding, I think, than some modders want to do. Or even the devs want to do. I don't think they'd want to do that much coding. Oh, copper ore, come back here. There we go. Alright, 1 copper ore for the whole trip so far. Lots of salt, more quartz. Oh, gasopods. Alright. Come on, dude. Gasopod drift. Ugh. And I wreck. I think one of them got mad at me making fun of them. He got mad. I got too close. Alright, come on. There's one of our friends. I think I'm actually having the worst luck now with copper that I've ever had in the game. That's so weird, you know, depending on even building as much glass as I did in the zoo last season, I still managed to find find quartz, and I ended up having like more copper than I could possibly use for that base. And now I've got more quartz than I need. I no problem finding titanium. Finally got magnetite again. I'm missing quartz. That's the big thing I'm having trouble with. I mean, of course, copper. Copper is the worst thing for me. It's like so varied in how it spawns certain things. Like, look, more titanium. I mean, granted, I do need titanium, but I kind of want to at least find one thing of copper somewhere. Okay, that was 2 drawers from that same one guy. He just really wanted to make sure I knew he was coming, and then changed his mind. Hey, look at that. From the dunes all the way to the sea treasure path. Yeah, this is so unusual to have so few pieces of copper showing up for me. Especially the big deposits. I mean, I appreciate the titanium and quartz being readily available this time around, but copper is really making it more difficult than this should be. Did I open all this? Is there anything here I'm missing? Alright, this is... Yeah, I don't think I got this one. Water. One time it could have, like, said, hey, you know what? We'll just give you some copper now. I've been fine with that. Oh, hey, nuclear waste disposal. Hey. If I would, I could snap it? You mean, like, snap a finger and get, you know, it to just appear? I think this just leads outside. But we'll give it a try anyway. Have I watched Endgame? Yes, I have watched it finally. I was actually, you know, surprised considering some of the critic reviews about it make it look so bad, just like, oh, it's just for, you know, as much as possible to show, you know, explosions, everything, kind of a Michael Bay, you know, opinion of it. I actually thought it was done pretty well, you know, especially like some of the little catches at the end. You know, how they incorporated certain things into the finale that just made things, you know, gave a nice conclusion to the whole franchise, or the main bulk of the franchise. Alright, come on. Copper! I feel like I'm just gonna end up mapping out the optimal places to put scanner rooms with max range, figure out power for each one, and then say, okay, now every single one of them, scan for copper, and tell me where it is. And just drive around looking for little copper spots to pop up. I wonder how many scanner rooms it would take optimal to completely cover the map with as little overlap as possible, but cover everything on the map. The right height levels to cover all the way surface down to the deepest point necessary. Like, you'd have to have 2 vertically in the same area for the lava zones and the area, surface area above the lava zone. I wonder how many solar panels it would take, or not solar panels, scanner rooms it would take to optimally cover every bit of the map. And, of course, using maximum range upgrades, assuming that. Did I cry at the end? I did not cry at the end of Endgame. I was quite taken back, with the stuff. It was definitely an emotional ending for certain parts. But, the characters that had the biggest changes at the end, I was not so, I'm not so crazy about anyway, is, the ones like, Gamora, she didn't get to come back. That, I liked her because the, portrayal of her, the attitude, that was nice. We got our gate area there. It's one of the warp gates. Come on, where we got, somewhere's copper in here. Hey, Ballistics Boy, it's going alright. How are you? Just trying to find copper, because apparently the game hates me right now for copper. I'm gonna have to go to the plateaus and just break outcroppings. Try to find enough copper. I'm going all over the place. Let's see, there we go. Copper ore. That's 2 pieces of copper ore this entire trip now. 4 titanium, because, I've already got a lot of that anyway. Yeah, we're just gonna get as much copper as I can with this method. And then I guess I'm just gonna have to really go digging around for some. It's so weird that, like, the dunes have not respawned anything. I think I'm out of room. And I did the same thing Jelly Shroom Cave previously. I went through, cleared out tons of supplies, and ooh, yes, there we go. Make use of that stuff. That'll free up some space. But I cleared the Jelly Shroom Caves previously. No big chunks left. No small pieces. And I went previously before this stream to look, and I was sitting there, oh, here, like 2 minutes looking, finally. Here's a little piece. Here's another little piece. Here's another little piece. And then suddenly, here's a big deposit. Then here's a big deposit. And then on my way back to the entrance, wow, there's a big deposit right where I went through at the very beginning looking, and there was nothing there. So it spawned a deposit in while I was out gathering up all the small pieces. And, it was like, that is how it did today when I was messing with it earlier before this. But the last time I went there, it was like there was no magnetite at all. So I'm hoping soon the dunes will reset, maybe from me traveling around. It definitely seems to still be something based on distance factor. The further away you get from it, the more likely it's going to respawn resources into that particular region. Hey, maybe I've got enough to finish my 2 TVs now. You don't feel good? Alright, you love me 3,000. What? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're saying. Oh, wait, yeah, I love you 3,000, what the daughter said. Yeah, they definitely did a good job in Endgame with Tony Stark. Yeah, that was definitely a very fitting turn for that character with Endgame. Alright. Yeah, I'm about fed up with searching. Let's go back, drop this off. Maybe I'll have enough to finish the TVs and such, and then we'll try going down into the tunnel. Maybe I'll find some down at the lava zone area again. Yeah, some of those, I think a couple of those were actually in-game, not Infinity War. I know the I Love You 3000 part was one of the daughter statements from in-game. And I feel like the We Won was also in-game, but I could be wrong on that one. I'm going to drop everything into the base itself. Oh yeah, that lag as I approach, and it's got like, oh, he's gonna wreck. Oh, and okay, no, we'll just collect in, bring it in. Age of Ultron, that's one I haven't watched in a while.
All systems online.
All right, let's check the tunnel. And lava zone. I also did get a bunch more ruby while I was out getting magnetite and building that little my new scanner room out in the Deep Grand Reef area. So I think I have enough for aerogel and doing stuff like that. But of course, that's all up on the Cyclops right now, so we're not going to worry about more thermal plants. I still have an intention to do that at the lava zone end of the base. I don't recall copper being in this area at all, but keep a lookout. I really feel like at some point it's gonna be there, and I'm just gonna go right past it because I'm just looking so crazily for it that I just miss, you know, the forest for the trees type thing. I'm just gonna be looking for it, and it's gonna be right in my face, and I'm not gonna notice it. I'm gonna be too frantically looking for it. We Won is in-game? Okay, I was thinking it was that one. It was, Spider-Man having to go and say that. Spider-Man Far From Home. No, I have not watched that. I've watched Spider-Man Homecoming. That was the last Spider-Man I've seen. We got some titanium by the pathway there. Alright, let's go. I have no copper. Ah. Okay, let's think. trying to remember how busy is copper deposits in the Lost River sections. I know there's like one where you, I mean, I know where you get a lot of nickel ore. I actually have plenty of nickel ore right now. I'm trying to remember if copper is a big one in that thermal vent area. What do we have over here? Oh yeah, a little spot. More quartz showing up. Why can't you just spawn some copper in, game? I need copper. Granite, yeah, come on. More. Another. Look, quartz and titanium after I've cleared through this area in the past. Now I got more there. I just cannot get it to spawn copper. And where we at? Yep. Okay, we're at the tunnel. I think I used to find some copper in the tunnel. Hey, Sit Speed. Movie called The Lighthouse? No, I have not seen that one. And I'm not against spoilers personally for myself, but there might be people who don't want to see spoilers for any of those, so I would say leave those out of the chat. Where, come on, I'm sure I've gotten copper in this area. There we go! Finally, like 30 minutes of searching for copper, and I find it. Aquaman? Yes, I have seen Aquaman. I definitely liked the fact that they listened to complaints from fans about, why did you change his armor? And the whole Justice League, you know, part. But I really liked the armor in Justice League better than the revamp they did on the traditional Aquaman armor look. Just because it didn't look like it would actually do anything to protect him. And then, you know, you got the guy that's got like the bulkier armor. He looked more protected, more like a knight kind of thing. You know, the Aquaman movie armor, the traditional style, looked more like what I would think an armored spacesuit would be, as opposed to like a knight type armor, like a bigger, you know, sturdier armor piece, armor outfit. Other than that, I thought the Aquaman movie was pretty good. It had a good balance of humor, and of course the you know, normal action and sincerity of the storyline. Sea moth meme that, you know, 900 meters of depth, but damaged by a little fish. Yeah. That's what it is. Surprised nobody's made a mod to fix that. Actually, they may have made a mod, I just didn't see it yet. That really is kind of stupid. Like I said, I mean, we're not going that fast at this point. A few meters per second underwater, yes. There's a lot of pressure from the water on the sea moth. But still, it's not like there's that much pressure so a, you know, little fish that you can cut open with a knife is going to be able to cause damage to your metal sea moth. Small fish, I don't know, are they even down that deep in this game? If you go that far in the void down, I'm pretty sure that it's just the ghost leviathans at that point. Oh yeah, look at that lovely copper I finally have. Let's... more titanium, which I do need still, but there's plenty of titanium up that I've been seeing. I'm gonna keep looking for more copper first. Pretty sure I'm not gonna find it in here, but just in case, we're gonna dig around a bit more. Because that's what I really need. I can easily get titanium. And quartz is appearing like every 30 meters now, it seems. So I just need a copper. I see more gold in the game now than I see copper. And silver. Can't forget that. Which is honestly like kind of ridiculous. Like, I don't need that much gold and silver for building stuff. So all the way along the base to the lava zone, and now I've basically made it back to the other side of the tunnel. We're just doing a little circuit here. Yeah, I guess we'll just go this way through the tunnel and see what we can find. Maybe more copper in this area. No, you know, there's... I don't think I've had it appear up here, but there is a set of alcoves up here that sometimes like to spawn some stuff. And it's quartz. Again! So much quartz right now. A sea moth versus peeper. You bet 10,000 peeperians the peeper will win. You didn't say at what depth for that. You also didn't say how fast each one's going, or if I'm, you know, sitting still. Because I could say, all right, peeper versus sea moth. Sea moth sits still, peeper bumps it, sea moth wins. Well, actually, neither one of them loses because neither one, the sea moth would get destroyed and the peeper wouldn't die from that impact. That makes me think of that little, the meme of the little smart cars, the really small ones where it shows like that car just crushed and, you know, it's like accident report, hit a squirrel. So I guess the sea moth is like the smart car of the future for this game. You hit a peeper and it crumples the entire front end of it. I have to go to the body shop, get it straightened out. Like, man, my sea moth insurance company would hate me. Like, seriously, dude, you hit another peeper? That's the 5th time this month we've had to fix your front fender. Yeah, the armor upgrade is supposed to protect against, like, the environmental and, like, collision type damage, but I've got the hull reinforcement, the armor, and it still damages me. Or, you know, it still damages it. I've got it in the 11th spot on my sea moth upgrades, and I'm still getting damage from peepers. So it's supposed to fix it, it just does not. And still, more lead. I see more lead than I see copper in the game now. Oh, look at this. Yeah, if I needed quartz, this is where it is. And I don't have enough room for a full collection. So, we'll head back up, drop this stuff off in the base, and get back to building. Alright. Kawasaki analysis that gets damaged by a small fish. You know, I think it could just be me. Maybe the idea is the prawn suit has more armor, which is why it sinks so readily. You know, a little heftier. in weight because of that. But it could also be the fact that the sea moth has a larger enclosed area for the pilot, giving a larger area of an air bubble to help with buoyancy, and maybe has some other stuff to help with the buoyancy as well. You know where to go for the moon pool because they still have that visual bug on the moon pools that you can see them from a big distance. Oh yeah, that... Oh, well, I don't know if I would collapse the economy by overabundance because it is still a fact I'm the only one on the planet alive. So I'm not sure I'm going to collapse the economy here because I am the economy. Except for Altera saying, well, you collected all this, so you owe us this much in Earth dollars. Or, you know, Earth credits, whatever it is. Let's get food. Alright, Gear God, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. And I forgot to dump that stuff. Along with, I got these, so... Forgot about that. Let's see, we're gonna do... You know, well, yeah, we'll just do another microscope here. That... I can't even remember where I got some of these. And perfect. Except it's still sorting. We'll keep the caps. We'll put that in the kids' room. Yeesh. I think with extra ones, it would go a good bit faster. You know what? Actually, let's just do this. Somebody trying to be courteous, they took their hat off while they ate. So we'll do that, and then we're going to go in here. We're going to put down another one for the kids. Kid gets to put his cap here, you know, because no caps in the classroom. Like that. How what? How what, Bahar? There it goes, finally. So much titanium and quartz, and finally some copper. So, yeah. They eat. There we go. Fantastic. Now, time to complete some builds. And let's see how this looks in terms of alignment. So, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to go big TV. I kind of like the look of that, but I do need a picture there. So we'll leave it like that for now. And, you know, maybe see if I can find some picture to put on there for later. And then we need to fix this one. So was it this? Yeah, there we go. And we're going to rotate. We're going to go big. Same thing. We'll do like a picture here, and I'll come and turn that to there so it has like a little, like a projector kind of display or something like that showing. So there we go. We got a bar. It kind of looks all right. We've got our classroom. Almost looks like a theater, actually. I come in, you got the specialty seat back here for you eat. Got this. Yeah. I really wish we had a mod with NPCs to throw into this. That would be really nice to throw in, like, another character, like a scientist, maybe children character models. That'd be kind of cool. Something like that, so we could have a more fitting type thing. And it'd be great if it wasn't just like a decorative statue type NPC, but one that would move a little bit, or maybe it could be told to like, hey, if you put them here, you can have them sit to the chair. I'm sure that would take some crazy programming and model creation. But hey, we've got some very creative models out there. I don't think Prime Sonic's with us, and I haven't seen the post from FC Studios, but if you watch this later, that'd be an interesting option to do. Hey, Guy McLeod, thanks for joining in. Oh, you gotta go fill in for someone. I'm sorry, Madison. That sucks. I know how that can be. You know, when you get called to go take care of something somebody else was supposed to be doing. All right, we need fish there, and I don't want to use Oculus. So we still have, it's Reginald's and Peepers that I have in my tank. Roughly balanced, I think. There we go, that's 4 each. Yes. Okay. Make use of this. And the aquarium. There we go. We got an aquarium with some little fishies. There we go. Okay. I'm not sure what else to put in this room. I mean, it's kind of, you know, just going to be a, not so much a hangout room. This is more like the place where they come in. You know, that's class and daycare, night care. This is the bar. Come in here and get drunk, people. So we just need this to be kind of a little decorative. Oh, the classroom technically could double as like a theater for family movies. We'll do like this. Actually, we'll go with that. Nice, long, decorative couch. Or decorative bench. Yes, alright. And, ooh! Lab cart. That's what I'm going to use over here. We're going to have a little lab cart, like, you know, for storing some stuff, like classroom materials. Yeah! I didn't even think of that one earlier. There we go. That's the audio-video cart. Well, hey, Tiny! Thanks for, sharing your peepers. I'm not sure what else. But actually, I think I'll just revisit this room later. Alright, so that stuff is done. Let's start looking at the lab area. So that's going... That's outside access platform. We'll do... I know I've already done some stuff in here. So we'll keep this as lab. And now what I'm thinking is if that's lab, I was going to have one be a secured lab. Quarantine. So if somebody gets sick, they get quarantined. So this will be med bay. We're going to do a sign that I've got copper wire for right now. Before I lose the copper wire to other builds, we're going to do a sign. So I will not forget this. This med bay. We're going to take that. No, actually, I am going to have the display like that. There we go. Med bay. All right. So med bay, and then this will be the quarantine area. Because, you know, you're way underwater. You really don't want to be getting the entire population infected. So if somebody's showing some significant signs, you're going to quarantine them. There we go. Actually, no, we're going to go with that, yeah. There, yes, red. That's worrisome. Oh, I'm doing good, Tiny. How are you? Hello, Jason. Tiny Tina and her friends. It's bad. Well, I am Mr. Spicy and Tiny Timmy, or Tiny Tim, Timmy, so it could be Tiny Tim and Friend for his channel, right? Oh, you heard me talking about you? Look, here you go. You need to say hi over here. You're trying to get off the bed. And look at this. You messed up your blanket again. Here, get it. Yeah. There. So we'll make him a channel as Tiny Tim and Friend. And I'll do all the tricks and he'll give me the treats. Since I'm doing he gets the treats in this case. Alright, quarantine, which means we really need some kind of, like, we need beds, obviously. I almost feel like doing a row of beds, in a way, along the back. Oh, yeah, why don't we do it like this? We'll do... squeeze in beds, because they don't really need much else in here. All the equipment, testing stuff will be in the next room. And it's not like you need couples sleeping in here together. So yeah, we'll do a quarantine room. Yeah, it just makes sense. And plus, I rewatched an old horror movie called Leviathan, fitting for this. If you haven't seen it, it's from late 80s, early 90s, I think. Has Peter Weller in it, guy who played the original RoboCop. And then a few other notable actors, actresses. I can't remember all the names. God, what's his name? Another guy did a lot of similar comedy stuff at one point. It was the tall guy that was one of the bandits in the Home Alone movies. The tall, goofy one. Not Joe Pesci, but the other actor. He's in that movie too. And it's like they ingest a thing that starts causing genetic alteration to a couple of them, and they turn into this creature that, like, takes their bodies, merge them all together, and it's basically a Leviathan creature, that stuff. They didn't have a proper quarantine procedure, so we're going to have a quarantine procedure. The quarantine in that game was, we're just going to tell them there's a hurricane and keep them locked away down in the base and tell them we can't pick them up until the hurricane's over. Let them basically kill each other. Alright. So another sign there for that, too. Ernie Hudson, yes! That's also another one. Winston. I went down the wrong hole. Alright. So, quarantine. And we still need, like, patient beds in here, too. So we'll do, like, kind of a, almost hospital style. We don't need, like, med bay, infirmary. We're not going to expect that many people in here at one time. If there's something big going on, quarantine. Suddenly, if everybody gets sick, suddenly quarantine. And that just suddenly did the whole... it did that no power thing, then started building again. And of course, then it just says I clicked on it after it got done. I didn't click on it to sleep. That absolutely should not be, like, an option that way. It shouldn't be click and do that. And, you know, we need... same kind of thing, a counter would be good. We have a little counter here for medical supplies. And we'll need some lab stuff. And yeah, let's do a bulkhead here too, which I can't because of that. Alright. Ooh, oh, I know. I need a decoration. I need decoration stuff. Where is it? We're gonna do the wall computer thing. We'll do like the little keypad, like, you know, reset buttons type thing. It's the heart rate monitor type stuff. So they need some way to trigger some kind of controls on it. And, ooh, Toys. We're going to get well soon toys. Yeah, that and the cuttlefish. Yo, get well soon with the kids. I gotta have toys ready to go for when kids are sick. To make the little ones feel better. There we go. Med bay. And we'll do a shelf, too, for those. That's like, alright, here's the... we'll just do it here. Like this. We'll just stack it. So a shelf for that, for the kids. And then we'll have a shelf. Or, we'll do TV. Yeah, TV, but not supersized TV. See if I can get it to line up right. The rotation makes it act a little funny. That's good enough, and then I'll take the frame out once I have a picture for it. So yeah, we'll have the TV there for everybody, and then we'll need some more stuff over here. Or actually, we'll do a desk, and it'll be like a control surface desk. When they come in, they can look up the reports or something like that, tell the machines to shut off. Yeah, we'll do that. Look for limestone deposits. I did, and finally gave up on that too, because I only found a couple of pieces, and then I had to go and get... I went down to the lava zone, and then going up towards some of the Lost River Tunnel. Finally found a bunch. So yeah, I got copper finally. And in a place where I know I've cleared copper out. Let's see, we'll have beep, beep, because they're alive, and then we'll go like, because they're dead. Somebody forgot to hook up the monitor. And, yeah, we're going to need some stuff in here, medical-wise, and I know exactly where to go. We need to go out to the, Cyclops. I need stuff from there. And actually, alright, if you are prone to seizures, fair warning, I'm telling you now, and it's telling you right there. Oh, I didn't empty it out after the last filtration. Okay, never mind. You don't have to worry about it now. I have used some water up, though, so let's empty this. Water and salt. There we go. That means next live stream, everybody will have seizures when that processes as I walk up. There we go. Yes. Okay. Now, out to the Cyclops. I'm still waiting for them to create that Cyclops docking system and put it in the game. So I can just run out there and then climb right into the Cyclops at one spot.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And I really hope if they do create that and add it to the game, these mods will be updated to incorporate that. Like the whole, have it count as all the same base structure. Like, okay, you plug the Cyclops in, because it is a base. It counts separately than the Sea Moth and Prawn Suit do in terms of the Easy Craft and Auto Sort. So it'd be nice if they make a docking system for the Cyclops that it will treat it as part of the base that it's attached to. And that means, in the Easy Craft mod and Auto Sort stuff, it will incorporate that as an option. You say, oh, when I dock this, we get a locker like with the Sea Moth, the docking one. You could dock it and have it pull from the Cyclops and have it where you could choose which containers can dump from the Cyclops to the base, as opposed to just everything dumping from the base. There we go. Med bay. And we're going to do... Yeah, we got to put, first aid kits next to each of these. We'll do, we'll do a shelf set over here as well. We'll do it like right there. We'll go as centered as I can. I really hope we get the triple shelves to actually be functional beyond just decorative, where we can put stuff on them. Much as they had in that base I found in Below Zero on yesterday's video, where it had like batteries and stuff sitting in. I really want that. Plant wall. Ooh, that's a good idea. We want them to have fresh air. You know, some greenery to lift their spirits, along with the fact they've got a TV. And it's so funny that that apparently has an effect on hull integrity. Somehow. Like the green vines weaken the integrity of the wall. We need vials, you know, for blood samples and such. So, we'll do these. Actually, ooh, that's perfect. We'll go with like this and this. Like urine sample. That one's perfect for that. Is a urine sample cup. Except there's no bathroom for them to go and do that. Here, I need you to attach this to the front piece of your still suit. And give me a urine sample. That's what that will be. So we'll have like, yeah, we're going to have some of these here. Like that. That's the urine sample cups. Fish tank. I don't have room for a fish tank here. I mean, I could try to put it in front of the wall. We actually have... Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that could work. I mean, we already have a fish tank over in the general, you know, kind of common room. That means we need some more fish. And actually, I want different fish for this. So, let's go... down. Nope, down. Down. Out. Yeah, I've got too many, Really? I haven't grabbed the hoopfish before? 3 of those. That's enough. Come here, boomerang. Oh, oh, aye, aye. Go, where you go? There's gotta be more ayes here. Come here, mister. Hey, he's not mesmerizing me. I wonder if that... Nope. That one is... That one's... Oh, yeah, he is too. Look at that. He just didn't care for a second, and then he changed his mind. I thought it might be one of the ones I released into the wild as a test. It's okay. I think I actually didn't save that part either, so that might be the case. Come on. Ayes. I don't want to put one aye in. I want to put more. We need more. Hello, Martin. How's it going? Thanks for joining in. Come on, that one aye cannot be that lonely. Ooh. Yeah, I've already got Reginald's and Peepers. We're not doing those. So we're gonna have a biter. Like, we can get, was it the symbiotes that are almost the same body shape in Below Zero, but we can't pick up the bleeders and biters in this. Like, I understand they're going to try to bite. I think the symbiote would too in Below Zero, but yet we can pick them up. Alright, they're just going to have one lonely aye, no friends to talk to other than the other fish. He's gonna be the one that they pick on because he's so different. Still need to finish all my planter beds too at some point. Oh, wait. Yeah. Med bay. I don't know, maybe if I remember to, I'll get like one of the lava eyes and throw them in there and let them, you know, get 2 lava eyes. Maybe they, you know, they're cousins, they can talk. Hey, MrSpicyGaming. How's it going? Martin, YouTube channel's going good. I mean, I can't complain. It could be better, it could be worse. I'm just still having fun with it and, you know, letting it do what it does. Alright, yeah, quarantine. If we're gonna make normal infirmary medbay so rejuvenating, we need something in here too, and we're gonna do a, you know, we're gonna do a medical kit fabricator as an emergency thing in case, you know, like a sealed medical kit, so no contamination unless necessary. And we're not gonna do fish or plants in here because we don't want to do any kind of contamination with that. We just want some stuff, and you know, we'll do. There's not really a good spot for the TV, so we'll do 2 smaller TVs. Alright, yeah, I gotta put that away so I can actually do this. There we go. So the 2 smaller TVs in here, just so they're not going crazy in isolation. Yeah, perfect. And we'll do like a table, and if we had board games as part of the decoration model, I put board games here. We'll do like a chair right here for it. Yeah. 2 doors? You mean like 1 here and then 1 here, so you got like that decontamination type thing to it? Like, okay, you step through here, and then you step through there, and you're like, alright, so I'm going in this way, kind of thing. Close the door, get, you know, ready to go through your little hazmat suit. Alright, we'll go with that. Makes no difference in the whole strength at this point, but yeah. The TV it's not really a TV, it's a mod, that gives access to the, it's just a customizable version of the picture frame. So you can change the size, change, you can actually get rid of the frame border. So it's just got a little, like, basically the no border or the poster hanging piece. You know, so it's a mod, but it's a nice little mod for decoration. You still have to add a picture to it like you normally would with, you know, the picture frame, which I'll have to come back and do. So there we go. We've got a properly ready to go, sealed off quarantine type thing. And I need some posters. We got a keep calm poster. I wish we had a get well soon poster. That'd be so bad. Put a get well poster in quarantine. Like, yeah, get well soon, guys. We want you back in general population and not making everybody sick. We're gonna do like just, I don't have an Aurora poster anywhere else, so we'll do one of those somewhere. I saw it, I was like, I haven't used that yet. Let's put it somewhere. I think I'm gonna put it at one of the front rooms. Now, I'm totally breaking quarantine procedure, but you know what? It's okay because there's nobody in here right now. There we go. Keep calm while you're dying of a horrible disease. Fantastic. The fish are all infected. No! I may have to actually, yeah, get rid of that and redo it so the fish are not... Like, you don't want infected fish in the med bay. That just seems a little depressing. Like, even the fish are sick here. Wait, we'll put it right there. That's breaks up that wall a little bit. You come here, you sit, you don't have to worry about... It's not really so much you want to stare at it. It's just there for a little extra decoration. Use a tunnel for a prison? I'm not doing any more tunnels on this. I've already built enough tunnels on this. If there's a jail, we're just gonna, you know, stick them outside somewhere and let them, you know, die. Okay, yeah, don't even give me the option to deconstruct. Alright, so that will take care of any of the infection still in the water. I don't know about the aquariums, but I do know it's done that to me with the containments before, where it's still infected fish even after I cleared the entire containment of infected fish. The water still acted like it was infected. There we go. Bye. Deadly fish. Probably be a good idea to actually have a bulkhead for this too. Not there. I'm gonna have to move the med base on. I do want a bulkhead for this. Makes sense. Keep it, you know, the size containment, the med bay itself. You don't want people seeing the sick people. You gotta keep them hidden away. What kind of pictures did you use? Were they Subnautica themed pictures, or were they like another game? And let's try this sign again. You know what? Actually, instead of putting it there, we'll put it here. Medbay. There we go. So you come up here. Where am I going? Oh, that's Medbay there. Okay, there we go. And that will be research labs. So while I have copper still, try to line it up best I can. Yes, it worked. Alright, so that's about the same spot. Yeah, research labs here. And we'll do, of course, you know, they might be messing with some nasty chemicals or potentially bad with the infectious fish. We're going to bulkhead this too. Windows in the medbay? I did put a window in the medbay. You know, they need some sunlight. Not in the quarantine, but in the medbay they need some sunlight. We got a window there. I'm not going to put a bunch of windows in. They just need the one. Alright, so we've got research lab, we've got med bay there. Common area, stuff like that we'll leave open because I really don't see a need to have that all sealed. I would like to seal this, but you know, it won't let me because it's directly attached. It's not using the eye connector part. That goes up. We'll do a sign for this here. No, I don't want to put it at the end of the hallway because I want it to be right here at the front where, you know, you're walking along, you see it. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, perfect. Not perfect. It's not going to show the lettering quite correctly. There we go. Living quarters. You know, just because we're going to make it seem a little bit more distinguished. Not fancy apartments, not living, you know, deluxe suites or anything like that. Alright, so lab here to keep an eye on the rocket, do some research, and then we got all that. My power's going up too much. Check my status on everything. I wish, just for simplicity, because we do have a mod fish overflow distributor, so if you have a containment, you use the bioreactor in the same base, it doesn't stop the breeding cycle, it lets them keep going, and automatically dumps to that bioreactor, even if it's elsewhere in the base. which is nice convenience-wise. I think it would be better if that had actually been. You have to have them stacked together in adjacent pieces. There you go. There's that seizure. The water's not completely done, so we have another seizure set to come later. But it'd be nice if we had something with the same model as this, something like the specimen analyzer being used to create an automatic farming option where you put marble melons in there, and what it does is it will take the marble melons, it'll produce 3 for consumption, and automatically replant using the 4th one. So you come there and you'd be like, oh yeah, I just take the 3 out, eat them right there, and do that. It'd be nice, surprisingly, that we don't have it, but it'd be nice to have refrigeration mechanics in the game. You have some kind of food preservation beyond curing with salt. Like, seriously, just, you know, some refrigeration, a small amount, power, you know, for that container to run the coolant aspect. Throw some fish and such in there, let it sustain them. Say, alright, if spoilage time factor is X, it's 5 times X or 10 times X before they spoil then. That would add a nice benefit to the game. That you wouldn't be worried so much about having to just pull the fish out and cook it right then to eat. You know, like green hell, you cook the food, it gives a nice countdown on when it spoils. And cooked food will last more than the time this game allows it to. We need something there. I think we need a poster over there. Now I need something on the shelf there still. We need, yeah, toys. We need that. Because that's a bigger model for some reason. I don't know why it's so much bigger than the Aurora. I don't know what else we could use in here. Oh, I'll have to think of some stuff for that. No collision command, so you place anything anywhere. That would be useful. But then I'm pretty sure that would not work in the game because it's not just a matter of command, but it's a matter of how the terrain generates. I don't know if you got to see that multitasker in previous stream where we were using the terraformer gun, and once I went outside of a certain range, the terrain reset around the area that I had dug out. So that's why they took the terraformer gun out, was because of issues with the terrain generation and it. So they probably would not be able to make that work effectively because, you know, you leave the area, the terrain is going to have to recalculate around whatever you put in for the no collision. It might cause a problem with that. Now, could they have done it better where it's not so much of like a cube around certain blocks that when they get placed? Yes, they could have done that so you could place things closer together like that, but terrain collision I don't think would be fixable with that. You know, we'll do green in here too. Yeah, we'll do... I don't know why that's not working. That's weird. Might take the fish out of that. You know, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna take the fish out. All my nice, lovely, not infected fish. Emergency exits. We're not gonna worry about that because here, honestly, at this point, you know, if you're in an emergency, just gotta jump out of the water, you know, into the water or something. That's why also there's bulkheads. If there's fire, the bulkhead is gonna seal it off, so you can't get the fire to spread. It'll keep the fire contained. So yeah, I think we're good without the emergency exits on this. Plus, if you did emergency exits, we'd have to do it like so many places along the design. I'd have to redo a ton of little spots. And it's not an emergency exit if you're exiting into, you know, 1,200 meters down water. Where are you going during that emergency? that you would need like a prawn suit or a sea moth. You'd have to have something to help you out. Here, I could have like a hatch that lets you jump out into the water. But obviously our glass is not that strong, so they could just kick the window out and jump out, I would say. Yeah, the wall planners, things like that definitely should have been done, not so much with the collision aspect, but differently. And that it should not treat it like there's a collision because it's being placed on the wall. That should only be a collision with, say, you know, the shelf should not work if that's on the wall. But having, you know, and it's also weird with like the reinforcements. You put the reinforcement on the wall, it works. But if you have something already on the wall, you can't place the reinforcement. So there's just certain quirks that they did not fix really in the game, that instead of it being a command, they should have just fixed those quirks and made everything work really more the way it should be working. And let's go ahead, while I have magnetite, we'll do a few more of these. And then I'm going to set up for maybe the improved 3-part ion cube generator. For at least 2. I could do 2 ion cube generators. I could do... Actually, I might take some of those out and do 1, 2, 3 like that along the back wall. Yeah, if I take those out, and then I can have... Yeah, I need to do that. That's coming out. And I don't care, it's almost, you know, it's partially done. I've got plenty of them. Yeah, it's got to be something to do with the type of component it is. Because again, you know, on spots, and I've got this right here, reinforcement right here. I can place a shelf, but if the shelf was there first, the reinforcement cannot be placed down. So there are certain things like that that should have been done differently than the way they were. And that just goes back to the way they programmed it in. Let's see, was it? There we go, yeah. Alright, so we're going to put that there. So we're going to have 3 ion cube generators. Because I don't need them, but I want to go overboard. And fortunately, I have no supplies in there. So we'll start the next floor, which of course I do need to have a spot here anyway for this. Oh, I didn't start I haven't built the next floor yet. That's right, I never did get around to doing the second floor for each of these, so we'll just do this. I think I'm only going to do 2 floor levels high for these because I do not want to go as overboard as I did with the last lava zone base, because I never even did fill in those entirely because of the amount of magnetite it took. Yes, thanks for that multitasker. I hope you're also multitasking right now while you enjoy the stream. Bahar, if you're on the bottom, I'm assuming you're meaning, not button. Yeah, pretty much like I was saying, if you're on the bottom of the base and you can't, and there's an emergency, you need something more than just escape hatch. You're going to be out in the lava zone, and unless you've got a way to get back up before your air runs out, and I'm assuming most people are not walking around in this base with a big tank of O2 on their back, you're probably going to be pretty much stuck anyway. So, hence all the different spots I'm going to have the bulkheads for keeping fires under control in this. And I like the way that's lining up there. I think that's a little bit further out from the wall than it could be, but I do like the way that lines up with the little curve. Look at that. Peeper! Which peeper? Talk about the ones I moved. Let's line up. Yeah, there we go, like that. Thank you, Teddy Crash. Oh, why am I out? Energy condenser, okay. I'm not sure what I need for that. That's one of the special pieces made in the mod for that. Energy condenser. Oh, hey, cooked and cured hoopfish. Yay. Come on. I wish they fixed it where it doesn't take so long for that to fade. Let's see. Resources. That's electronics. Advanced wiring kit, aerogel. Come on, tell me I can make aerogel. Wiring kit, advanced wiring kit. Computer chips. I'm out of table coral samples. And nope, not copper wire. I'm out of table coral samples. And aerogel. Okay, so I just need table coral samples, and we're gonna make that other one. Oh, before I go, off. Okay, yeah. Let's have my power level increase a bit before I kick those all on. I want to get the 3 completely done and see how that works. Let's go get some table coral samples. Like I did, you know, nearly filled my sea moth with them in a past run, and now I need more again. And yeah, we'll do titanium here. And I might as well save. I haven't saved yet. Alright, East Rush, you're drinking Michelob Ultra Light. Somebody earlier was saying that I should be drinking beer because streamers drink beer when they play. I don't. Oh, I forgot I didn't talk that here. I don't want to be drinking on stream. I want this to be more open to all ages while I try to avoid profanity and such. Also, I just don't want to be parents being like, I don't want you watching him. He's drinking alcohol. I don't want you to think that's cool. Plus, I just don't drink alcohol that much anymore. If I drink alcohol, I drink for taste, not to get drunk or anything. But I would say if you're drinking Michelob Ultra Light, you should try some more, not saying I'm like a big craft beer expert, but I definitely, when I started branching out to not the craft beer, but like the world, you know, variety, you know, from different places, found much better beers. One of my favorites right now is Einstock. It's a Icelandic beer, and oh, it's actually really smooth. That one, and then what's the other one? There was another one I was trying. That was, I can't even remember how to pronounce the name, but it's interesting because the place it's made is the oldest functioning brewery in the entire world. Fox Red, I thank you for that. I wish I had more subs, but you know, I just say, as long as I'm having fun with this and enjoying myself, whenever that happens, then I'll still be happy with the way things are going. It's just a matter of time and the right exposure off of the monster that is YouTube. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna get myself a nice viewpoint. We need a lot of table coral samples again. Ah! Stop doing that. Oh, come back. You know what? That's it. I just want a net to set below these and let them just collect in the net and then come pick them all up. Alright. That's not enough. I am getting more. Because the moment I say that's enough is the moment I get stuck coming back because I ran out again. I want, like, as many as possible for this. There we go. There. Welcome back, gear guy. I plan to keep making the videos multitasker. Actually, I'm already trying to get things in mind. I'm going to do, of course, you know, Below Zero full content release October 31st. I'm already planning to, of course, make my expected round of tip videos for it. Probably, you know, some similar videos to what I've did for the this game. But I'm thinking of new improvements I can make for some of the parts. And look at that. Out of all those, just one table coral sample split into two. Oh, yeah, I'm almost... Oh. Probably a good idea I saved already, because that did stutter pretty badly right there. Just opening up inventory. That's a little worrisome. Yeah, let's dump everything in and then fill up my inventory completely full or almost full before I go back. Let's look at that. Tons and tons of table coral sample right there. Yeah, table coral is like one of the worst things to have to go and get in the game. That's why I like the spots that always, if you cut the table coral, it splits into 2 or 3 pieces. And I'm glad that they actually fixed that flaw in Below Zero, because in Below Zero, I have yet to have table coral not split to at least 2 pieces. And in some cases, I've had it split into 4. But the problem is with the 4, it glitched into the ground on 3 of them. So I end up with only 1 piece in the end. Even though it was like 4 pieces that cut, 3 of them disappeared. I don't know if they've actually fixed that with the last update, the new one from this week. I didn't go and get any table coral samples yet in the game since then. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to have plenty of table coral samples for, you know, computer chips. Well, I'm going to open up my own Subnautica computer shop, manufacturing place. I'm going to be like the, you know, Apple, IBM type place on this planet. Alright, yeah, a little bit more. A grab net as the net? Yeah, I could do that. Generally, it is not so bad when... Oh! Whoa! Oh, I forgot that I've got those, like, roaming around in the safe shallows now. I had 2 of them that got chased over here. I chased over here by accident. Did I fill that one up? Oh, yeah, I did not. Well, at least all he did was take a bite on me, not, like, just grab me up and eat me whole. Be sitting here, you know, Jonah in the well, trying to cut my way out the belly of a Reaper. I'd be Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 beginning, where he's like, the skin is too thick from the to be pierced from the outside, and then he jumps inside. They're like, what is he talking about? Skin's equally thick from the inside as it is outside. And then he's just in there with his knife, knives yelling as he stabs the creature. Ah ha ha! I have single-handedly defeated the beast. Ha ha! Covered in digestive goo. That would have been me there, if the Reaper had decided to eat me whole. At least my knife is thermoblade and would burn the Reaper. I'd be a very spicy meal for him. MSG Technologies, yes, that's going to be my Subnautica computer company. Alright. Yeah, he's not coming in close. Oh yeah, I've got room for this. Alright, I think I might have enough table coral samples after this to last for maybe the next stream. I'll burn through all this in like the next stream probably, with everything else that I'm going to build. You still trying to get mods for Subnautica? You mean like on console, or are you on PC? Because PC, I mean, just start downloading the mods below and download the. I think I've got them in the. Of course, supposed to have the order start with the QMod manager, which you need first. Yeah, gotta get QMod manager first. Alright, so a full 4 containers or 4 storage, packs of table coral sample, full inventory table coral sample, and we're going to dump it all into the base just so I keep it there, because honestly, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal with the making the stuff down in the lower sections. I will have to go do the lab areas through the tunnel part of the design, but once this is done, then it's go down there. I'm going to be redoing the wall sections of the tunnel to incorporate some windows along the way and rebalance the hull integrity a little bit better, and then we'll of course have the spots where I have to put in, or the multi-purpose rooms, which will be the remote labs down through the tunnel. So yeah, I still got a good bit of work for that. My favorite ship in No Man's Sky? Well, considering I've only got like 12 hours into the game now, I think 12 hours. I might be closer to 15 now, because I did play like 3 hours yesterday without even realizing it. But I have not seen that many ships yet, so I can't really give a good answer on that right now. But I am definitely getting more into the game. There's still problems with the game. Absolutely. It's still far from being the, great, amazing game it could be. But for me right now, the biggest problem I have is the controls for the ship. And I've looked, there's other people saying the same thing still, even from the beginning, that even with the new update Beyond, they haven't fixed the problem with the ship controls in keyboard mouse. That is basically designed to make you use the control pad, and I don't want to use a control pad. I have 12 buttons where my thumb is on my mouse. I want to use the mouse and keyboard. What was I needing that for? Where was I building? I'm lost. Oh, that's right. Yeah, here we go. It's like I know it was something to do with the screen of some sort. Okay. Here we go. Alright, there we go. We're going to start. I wish Prime Sonic was here for this, because I want to see how well it works with all of these on minimal. And what time of day is it? Alright, so it's just past prime part of day, I think. And so solar power plus my few thermal plants that I am going to improve upon, increase the number of. I mean, it's draining, but it's not draining that fast. Let's kick it up. I was on high before. Not max. Or maybe I was on max. I can't remember. Yeah, it's still not bad. I mean, I've got so many solar panels. I've got more to build. Maybe I'll get more copper without too much trouble before next stream. I can have some more of the solar panels. Alright, we're going to try on high across the board. That's 3 of these on high mode. Oh yeah, now it's burning, and that is maximum production at this time of day. Let's see, is this... No, these have stopped now. So we've got to start these up too. If you don't have a seizure when I come in that room, it probably is going to make you pee. Or have to pee really bad because of how much of that water pouring sound we get to hear. Oh, I want to see how fast I can drain this power. As it is, and then will it increase even further later. I'm going to have 6 of them. I'm going to have 3 on the other side too. Because I want to see how bad I can make it. Yes, Matesh, I am using mods. The list is down in the description. You do have to be on PC right now. I still don't think anybody's made it work for console. Oh, yeah. That's really not that bad in power consumption right now, considering that I have 3 of those going. Now, sun is starting to go down, so power production is going to be getting lower. There we go. The question is it going to produce enough during the day to recover from nighttime drain on those? And how long will it take for it to drain low enough that if it's, when they stop producing, they're full, how bad is it going to be as it starts to recover? What's the recovery time once the draining stops completely? How low will I be? Will I get to 1,000 points and hover around that? Or will I get down to where I have to shut stuff off because I'm running out of power? I think I'm going to run out of power on this. Oh, Matesh, that's fine. I try to keep an eye on the chat right now, since it's not as crazy as some of the bigger streamers will have, where, you know, it's going so fast you can't see anything. Let's see. Yeah, the mods, again, links are in the description below. Start with the top 2 because you'll need those installed. Or the first one installed first, and then the second one will be the next part to help with it. And then the rest, you just choose what you want. Links. Nexus mods, I know people have asked before. It does not cost money. They do ask for donations if you want to support it. You get a subscription to them, get a special membership, but it is free to get on the site and download. You just have to create an account. Alright, so now, I really don't want to go do the whole Cyclops yet.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But I think I'm going to at least have to take the sea moth down and maybe add a couple more thermal plants right now while I have the option. Let's swap that out because that is getting down low, 22%. Need to make a full load of ion batteries soon. Bahar, the stream, I always try to go for about 3 hours on these because I have a little more time on Saturdays. So we've got about another 40 minutes, actually. Let's do this. I am going to... Well, I'm going to jump out of the water. There we go. And... nice delay on the audio coming back in. There we go. This is not for looks. This is not for power production. I just want to make a few of these real quick right here so I can get the resources into my inventory when I break them back down, and then I'm going to use the sea moth to head down to the lava zone end of the base and add like 4 or 5 more thermal plants really quick, just to help with power production, because I think I am going to be very, very close on maintaining power with 3 high settings ion cube generators and 7 water purifiers going. So that's 4. Let's do a 5th one. Plus, at least, you know, if I really want to, it's not going to function, but I could always add some thermal plants up top later on for a, almost like a wind turbine look. It does kind of have that look like it's spinning in the wind and doing that. I could do that. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of thermal power. It's very reliable, and in the last season, if you've watched that one enough, I did 40 thermal plants for the lava zone base, and that, plus I did a nuclear reactor just for the sake of having that extra power as an emergency thing in case something happened. But even the 40 plants, I made 10,000 power with the 40 plants. I only had 1 of the ion cube generators, but never had a problem with the amount of power I was producing. Okay, so I don't have enough room for that. I'm going to go dump some stuff into my sea moth. So that will help. And then we're going to take it down and yeah, add some more thermal plants. And I am not going to launch this onto the base this time. I have done that too many times recently. I'm not going to dock this on top of the base platform. That's always for fun. There we go. Okay, so that spot I need to climb up, and we're gonna dump. We'll dump a little extra. I think that's about 2 worth. Oh, where's that spot? Where that's... No, I went too far. There we go. Alright. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta get a little extra momentum. Yes, I'm in the whatever time zone this is in the game. I am Central Time US. So, -5 hours GMT right now. Until, you know, the weird US time change each year. But I do have other things I have to do during the day, so. And he may not be moving much right now. He is kind of still, but after so long, Timmy here is going to want to go and pee really bad. There you go. A couple little snackies. Timmy? He didn't even chew on his little chew stick I brought in for him today. It's supposed to keep his breath all fresh and clean. And he doesn't even want you on it now. Well, hey, Victory Shouts! You came in right time, didn't you? You got to catch a little Timmy. Could I play a different game in the stream? I could, but this is YouTube. It's different than Twitch. Twitch is much more about just the live experience. There really isn't a lot of... I mean, if you look at the analytics of it, most people don't watch video on demand on Twitch. But with YouTube, there's a much greater amount of people who watch video on demand part of it. So since I do leave the streams live, the stream is dedicated specifically to the game I'm playing. I'm not going to switch in the middle of the stream at this point. So once we get to the end stream, I'll be finishing, and then I'll have stuff I have to go do instead for that. So yeah, this is the only thing we're going to be playing right now. I just don't have time to do a second stream on this. I might do something special when Below Zero is getting that full content release, but that's something I'll have to see if I can rearrange some things to make that happen. Right now, I'm just worried about getting through this stream like I normally do. And you know what? I'm not gonna dock. That's just no. Because I know what'll happen. I'll start pulling all my resources out. Yeah, he's coming. There you go. Get away from me. I want to do it again here. Where'd it go? That's what you get. If I have to, I'll kill you all. Alright. I think I can squeeze out this way. Yep. Can't. Yeah, I could do that. That. Alright, I'm just gonna have to shift a little bit because I want to maximize space on this. And hopefully not be eaten right now. I'm sure that's what it's gonna be. No, this is afternoon in the US. It's not morning. If it was morning, I would not be on right now because I have other stuff I do as well. Alright, I had 5 that I built and have parts for. And I'm hoping that that is reaching all the ones back there. Those may not be connecting. Oh, there, I run out. See, was it this side, wasn't it? Before he comes back, quick! Let me get my stuff. It did stutter a bit while I was trying to take things out. Alright, so that one's connecting, but that one isn't. You can flat out see there's no connection going to it. So I may be repositioning that power transmitter in a moment. Well, good afternoon from the US, multitasker. You're in Australia? We have somebody, usually it's from New Zealand. Oh, so you're up late for that. I think most people in the US, not me, but I think a lot of people in the US were probably up watching news of whether or not people are going to storm Area 51. I did already see something where, you know, it's like, okay, we failed. Because people went up to the fence and, like, the U.S. government had already put fresh barbed wire. And then some woman, I saw something like, some woman tried to climb the fence and ended up getting arrested already. Like, I understand you want to see what's in the facility, but they don't want you to. And they're going to do whatever it takes to keep people out. Can I make that work? Yes. That should still connect. Yes, it does. And yes, look at that. All of those now connected, except for that one there. I'll have to come back with more supplies. So now, back up to the surface through, you know, following along the whole length of this. No offense. Another account of me? No, I have this account. There shouldn't be any other MrSpicyGaming accounts. And I mean, I have as many subs as people want to click on subscribe. This all goes back to, again, how much YouTube exposes me to new viewers. Actually, most of my views do come from non-subscribed people, too. Yeah, it is way too hot in the US. I think it's pretty much too hot everywhere in the world. Other than, well, even in, like, the Arctic and Antarctica, it's hotter than it should be in places. I think is next week or week after next is the official first day of autumn. But, you know, that doesn't mean it's actually going to be cold. It'll probably be, you know, late October before it starts to cool off like it's autumn. And then it'll be January, February before it starts to cool down for most places in the U.S. like it's winter. Alright, I'm going to park this with the Cyclops again so it can be repaired. Yeah, you're in New Zealand,
Systems online.
not Australia. We got an Aussie and a Kiwi, right? New Zealand's Kiwi. I know Australia is Aussie. And that's already charged. Let's see. Oh, I'm already down to 87 from that. Just from building that stuff, it put me down to 87. Alright, let's go see how bad my power consumption is now. Wonder if, oh, that didn't work. Alright, let's try this. Jump. It actually did not jump. 12,050, I think. Yeah, I just added another 2,000 to it. Wasn't it 10,050? Now I've got 12,050, so I just added another 2,000 in power production to this. And it's still heavily draining, and we are getting into the midday time, so I should be nearly at maximum solar production. And it's still just draining away. 89%, 88. So we just missed the high point of the day. Going to 87 in a second, isn't it? In just a moment, yeah. It's going past. There it is, 87. So 3 of those ion cube generators on high with all my solar panels and all my thermal plants now is still too much for it to keep up. But when these fill up, then it can recover a bit. So that will help. Plus, I've got the 7 water purifiers going. Wait. Warning. Seizure. Yeah, those are still going. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot more thermal for this. It's going to be... well, I've still got some more solar power to do, Sean. I really need to find some more copper. And, like, large deposits of copper. I'm going to have to do more looking for that. Because I have at least 2 more rows of solar panels. Actually, 3. I could put another one up front. And I've got room for at least 2 more in the back. So, that's 12 per row. So I could get at least 36 more solar panels. That's 75 per solar panel. Let's see, that'd be another... Oh, if I could hit the right button. There we go. That'd be another 2,700 power just from solar panels. And then I am going to fill that whole ledge down in the lava zone with thermal power and probably start building along the thermal lava flows coming from the drop down of the tunnel. So I may still end up with like 40 or 50 thermal plants in the end. I want to at least hit 20,000 power capacity, if not more like 25,000, 30 on this build. I want this one to be even over the top, more so than the last base was. And, you know what? Why not? We're going to do some windows here because the adults might want to relax, you know, at night, look out the window, see at least some kind of lighting. You know, maybe look up, see the nice apartment areas. Below 0 thermal power? I don't think we have an option for that. Actually, yes, thermal power is in below 0 now. They did... I did it previously, one of my episodes. I'd used creative commands to spawn in, but check my video yesterday. One of the first things that happened with it was like my bioreactor unlocked, and they do have thermal power in it where you can go and place thermal plants down. The problem is, you know, you still have... It's still kind of limited. Actually, I think if it'll let me do it. Yes, it will let me do this. So we'll have a window here. And we'll just assume they have some kind of trigger thing that can tint the windows so it can block out the light, you know? We don't have blinds or drapes or anything like that. Hello, Caden. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, there we go. Nice little view. And maybe we will get some kind of a nice look to the Cyclops dock system that'll let it sit up maybe a little bit in the water just above the surface so it can be visible. Let's see, good time to save. I only save once or twice a stream typically. Yes, Exodus, there is a lot of lag because of how big the base build is. It's just a curse of building large in the game because the game is not optimized for stuff like this. So it does cause a lot of lag as stuff gets calculated in the game. So there we go. I'm still going to move that and get some more foundations done. I'll try to remember to do that before next stream. I think I have enough titanium for it. It's just a matter of taking the 30 minutes to an hour to get it to build because of the severe lag with the foundation pieces. And then we'll have that enclosed and ready to go with the rocket. And maybe if I can find some more copper, yes, I can finish the solar panels finally. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. I do have diamonds, so I do need to do the lamps for the rest of the food growing. But there we go. We've got, you know, our classroom. We've got the little common room. We got our TV and the adult bar playroom sticking out of the wall. But that will fit later when I take away the frame. I still need to do more in this room. Actually, I probably have the stuff I need for that. Yeah, we'll do some more in here. And let's see, we also did the infirmary, the med bay, with the, you know, nice little setup here. We do have a window, a nice little look out there at the plants, and then the quarantine room with a double door and, you know, 2 TVs, no outside visible access because they're quarantined. We gotta make them protected. Tinted visor, yeah, they should have stuff like that. You know, it'd be nice if we had a little bit more customization, but again, this was their first big game. They did pretty well with this one. Hopefully they're going to continue to do some of the improvements in below 0 so we can see the same type of quality that we saw in this one. Let's go down here. I still need to do the rest of the plants. And from a functional standpoint, for the most part, the plants are done. There's really not much else I need in normal functionality from the plants. It's mainly those. I do need to put some more of the shrooms over there that way. And then at some point when we start doing the build down through here, like I said, I'm going to do... We'll do like every 5 or so. It'll be like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take those out, put a window. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take those out, put a window. And do that kind of thing. So as you're, if you decide to run through this, it's not just constant, you know, with that. And I'll extend it down more, and then maybe before this is all said and done, rebalance everything. I do need to get some more of the lamps put in everywhere. So that will still be some rework. Yeah, you see no reinforcements here because I didn't need it. So I may ultimately get to where I start pulling reinforcements so it's not consistent. It might be like, here's the here's a window and reinforcements on the sides. You know, I might be able to get away with that in the end. But it's all going to be a question of how well I can balance this. But yeah, such a big base, so many pieces in it. That is, yeah, that's how it looks as it gets darker at night. I do like having all the glass tubes so it lights it up a little bit better. So, alright, thanks for hanging out for a little bit at Exodus. You two, Fox and Mitesh. I will be leaving. I'm done in like the next 20 minutes because we normally are finishing up at 3 hours and we're at 20-minute mark now, counting down. So yeah, it's a bunch of looking for copper. I'll try to find some more this time before then. Let's actually see how much. I'll go ahead just because I want to get it done anyway. Let's start doing some more solar panels because I have plenty of quartz right now, so we'll go ahead. I'm going to do the row in front. Let's see. I had an arrangement for this, so I put that there, got it lined up, and it was like, yeah, 2 that way. So we're going to go like that. And do not tell me I'm out of titanium now. Oh, yeah. I was about to say, can't be out of titanium. I got way more than that in today's stream than I did the copper. So again, more solar. But you know, it's not enough. I need as much as I can on this. And if it wasn't so laggy in doing this, because really the solar panels do cause some lag too, just with how stacked they get for that. I mean, even the thermal plants will do it as well once I get enough of them. I'd have 100 solar or 300 solar panels in the end. I would just keep going. I'd extend further out and just have it like a proper solar farm. You just keep walking and walking, and it's just, you know, like just a big wheat field type thing. There's so much of it, and I'm now... Wait. I'm out of quartz? How am I out of quartz now? I had so much. I was even skipping quartz today because I've had so much recently. Did I really use that much up today? To finally get down to having to go get some more. At least I know there's some fresh deposits in the tunnel that we have right below us, so that will be easy. I'm gonna go look for more copper through there too. Hopefully I'll have some more spawning in. Oh yeah, let's just at least get this all set up. Again, a snap to a grid would be so awesome for this game. Or at least the option to turn on snap to grid, not snap to grid. Because, yes, some people would like to have things lined up decently in this, you know. Nice, clean-looking rows of stuff. I can't believe they just decided they would not put something like that in. There we go. We have at least partial of a row. Put in some lights.
Welcome aboard the captain.
There are lights. Look at that. I've got lights on each corner to keep it lit up. I don't want lights here necessarily because there's nothing going on here. I might put like some tubes if I can in the right position. Let's see if it'll let me. No, I clicked that. There we go. And it's lagging as I try to place everything. I might do something like that. Yeah, it's problems with the foundations. Look how fast it turned me there, and I didn't even mean for it to do that. I think foundations may have the worst building bugs in the game. Alright, so I will need more quartz. There's plenty below me in the tunnel and through the Lost River area. Yeah. 12,425 already. And, oh, see how fast everything's going up. Yep, those are full. So I will let those, I'll let the power completely fill up before I do anything with taking those out. Because I've got too many ion cubes anyway. That way, you know, I'm not doing that. Oh, putting lamps. I will put lamps in the actual little small exterior lamps. I'm going to put some more of those in the food area, the crop area out there. Give like the idea of, you know, growing lights. Kind of like how Empyrean has the growing lights that get mounted up. And I've got to put some more lamps other places. I'm trying to avoid them for the most part because there is a flaw with them. They're not treated the same way other lights are in the game. The other lights won't bleed through the structure part, so like they don't go through the foundations, but the lamps will bleed through their lighting on the foundations. And it's the same way. Here you go, Timmy. It's the same with like the lighting from the creepvine seed clusters. If you put a bunch of those in a big cluster, that light can bleed through inside the tube. So even standing here, I would see that light bleeding through. And it does the same way with the lamps. But the floodlights don't do that. So I'm trying to avoid too many lamps in certain places because I don't want it bleeding through into the structure itself as much as possible. Victory, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, YouTube is bad about not notifying. Even if you have the notification bell checked, it will not notify you. If you're following me on Twitter, I do post on there too. And I should be, it's technically, I don't know what time it would be for you, but it's Friday midnight, like Friday morning, 12 a.m. UTC. So whatever time that is for you is when it is. I know we've got, you know, people all around the world, so I don't know what time that would be for you, but that's what time it is, UTC, and I'll go ahead and get it scheduled up as soon as this stream is done, so there'll already be a countdown on there, so you can do a, you know, set a reminder for it, I think it'll give you the option for that. So I'll have that stream coming up this week on Thursday or Friday, depending on where you are in the world. And then, of course, same time next Saturday for another Subnautica stream. So 2 streams a week right now. And then the rest, of course, will be the normal, you know, videos during the week. But, yeah, let's do a quick look around again. Now we got a nice visual of the daytime. Look at that. You can see my power going up still. That's going to look so nice when I have a Neptune rocket. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to save. I just saved it. Let's do creative real quick just to create the rocket. I want to see how it looks. But I'm not going to keep it this way because, again, I don't know if the rocket's going to cause problems moving the platform into position because it is kind of colliding a little bit with those, and I want to make sure I can nudge it a little bit more beforehand. I think the rocket does cause some problems with nudging everything over. Okay, so it'd be like noon for you, Victory Shout, on Friday, I guess, since you would be, or no, noon on Thursday, I guess, for you. Depending on, let's see, it's there, so I'm negative, you would be positive. Actually, I think it would be, yeah, Friday for you. Let's see how this looks. Since, you know, I can just make it real quick and see. I just want to see what it looks like in the end with the, imagining this enclosing the whole thing so it doesn't move out of place. And yes, whenever this season is done, we will launch the rocket because I want to see just how much money I actually am using in this in terms of the resources I'm gathering. So we'll just see. I'll probably have everything I need to actually build this anyway. The only thing I might be missing is, of course, like the power cells, ion power cells, which it just used some. Come on. A little more. Let's see. Timmy, you ready for another treat while we wait? Yeah. Gotta sit there and let everybody see how adorable you are when you nibble on that. And that should be it. Let's go. Free cam. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Kind of nice to get to watch it actually being built, too. You see everything getting enclosed. Let's go inside. So that's how it looks inside. Looks like a circuit board. Yeah, it just looks like a circuit board inside.
Online.
All right, there we go. So that is essentially how this is going to look, other than having the foundations enclosing the platform itself over there. And, of course, I'll recolor the rocket since we can do that. Yeah. Oh, if you have the, if you know how to use the command to get the, like, hit F3 and do uncheck disable console, and then you can hit the tilde key for the little console control. Free cam gives you that so you can fly around. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for speed to do that. So it's really nice to be able to fly around that way and look at stuff. But yeah, that's how it's going to look with the rocket. I do like the fact that I now have a base that properly will incorporate the rocket ship platform to it. But yeah, that's going to be it. That is how it will look. That's the design of the base in the end. So yeah, give it we'll take a couple of minutes. Timmy, kind of inappropriate. Timmy, quit licking yourself there on camera. This is supposed to be for the kids to be able to watch. You're going to get me demonetized by YouTube. They're going to sit there and say, no, not allowed. What's that on YouTube? What? You're exposing yourself. All right, so yeah, we're going to take a few more minutes. If you got any questions real quick, I'll try to answer that. And we'll see just what happens. But that's pretty much, I'm not building anything else at this point. I'm just going to, we're going to do our normal thing with play around. Yeah, I have built in the deep, dark lava pit of the map. And I've built up top over there and done that. I've never built right above this. I am glad to have done a standalone floating base. Yes, I could have built off the mountain. I could have built off the floating island. I have built off the floating island. I don't want to deal with the pathing around the mountain. Plus just the enemies there. And it was the theme of building to drop down through the tunnel. The other thing I could do, if I really wanted to, is I could come over here and I could be like, you know what, forget it, we're just going to go all the way along here and I'm just going to build solar panels all along the side of it and just add all these different power transmitters and then have it transmit back over here through a few. But that would look messy, you know. That's fine for the floating island type setup, but for this, that works so much better. Just having the solar panels, a nice little solar farm. And like I said, if it was not so much of the lag, I would continue out here. I'd have a row, and let's see, that's 12 per row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right now. Once that one's done, I'm going to have 2 more, so that'd be 10. 10 rows basically on that. And of course, the next ones, I'd probably have a gap for, the lights. If I went another, say, 4 platforms, that'd be another 40 rows. Or not 40 rows, that'd be 2. Yeah, I'd be another 20 rows at least. That'd be 30. I could probably get 32 to 35 rows of solar panels. And it'd be 12 per row. So let's just say safety net 32, 384 solar panels, which would then, of course, be 75 power storage each, right? That's 75 each. Yeah, it's 75, not 150. I'm getting confused on this part. I know it's like 100% up to 75 per solar panel, right? I've just got to double check because I'm getting confused. Yeah, 75 each. So that would be just that number of solar panels alone. If I had no other power, no thermal, 28,800 power from solar. If I did that many solar panels, but that would be a lot of copper, a lot of quartz. And again, it'd be kind of, I feel like I'm basically doing the same amount of gathering like I did for the zoo in the last lava-based design. So yeah, I think that would be, I mean, 28,800 power just from solar panels. If I just extended it out another 4 more foundations that length and kept with the same design. So I could easily get 40,000 power on it, capacity. And that would just be even more overkill. I think that would be causing way too much lag in the end. Yeah, that'd be so much in power. I'd be having to scrounge for other ways beyond the 6 total ion cube generators I'd have. I'd be putting a bunch of light fixtures up here to light this up. I'd probably have, lights on like each of these. One here, like one here facing that way, facing that way. I'd be lighting this thing up like crazy. The zoo makes this base look small. No, the zoo, I think if I had to guess, the zoo is about, if that's the middle, that'd almost be to the outer edge on one side. So this is probably about the width of the zoo itself, because I had, was it like 4 or 5 wide on each? And of course I had spacing on each. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that probably is about as wide as the zoo was on the last base. That is a pretty substantial base on the last one, plus the amount of glass that went into it. Yeah, that was so bad. Could I launch the rocket on stream? I will. Not today, Bahar. I'll do it once we get done on everything entirely, because I want to wait and save the big surprise for then on how much money, how many credits are they going to bill me for on this base with this build. So yeah, I'll do it, but it'll be the final one. I'm not going to do it now. I want to save the big surprise on that cost value for the end. Yeah, all right, so we're right now coming up in the last minute of 3 hours. Thanks for hanging out with me, everyone, and hanging out with Timmy here. He likes to be part of the action, or at least he likes to hang out next to me when I'm in here. Yeah, don't you? Oh. Alright, so yeah, thanks again for hanging out. If you enjoyed it, of course, hit that like button. It helps things out on the channel. It helps get more views, more action on this, especially after the fact. And of course, if you're watching this later, I appreciate you for checking up on it anyway, though you missed the stream. Of course, if you're just joining in, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Keep up with everything there. And if you're watching this after the fact, don't be afraid to leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about it. If you got suggestions for the base, the big, massive base that it is. And let's actually get... well, I'm gonna have to reposition over here because I don't want the rocket in it, because that rocket is not part of the base right now. I'll just have to redo something later. We'll do some more with it. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. And of course, if you want to support the stream, I know it always, for some reason, throws in the support the stream thing through Streamlabs. If I'm right, that should be working now. If you want to do that, you can always support through Super Chat. I always appreciate Super Chats. during the stream. And of course, if you don't want to do the sporadic thing, I don't have a Patreon, but I do have YouTube membership, so you can join as a member. You do get perks. I like that better than the Patreon thing because it gives you perks in the live streams where you get a nice little highlight on your name, stuff like that. And it helps me out with being able to move this forward, produce more content. But yeah, that's going to be it for the stream. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit today. Thanks for hanging out with Timmy. I'm sure he's looking at like he's ready to go outside and do some doggy business. So thanks for hanging out as always. I am Mr. Spicy. We will see you guys right next time.